Hey guys, it's Steph. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about how I edit my thumbnails. I get at least one comment on every one of my videos saying like, oh my god, I love your thumbnail, like how do you make it? And I'm like, I'm gonna do a video soon, but I never actually do the video, you feel? So I thought today would be the day to do the video. A few months ago, I think it might have been in the summer, I did this exact same video, but my routine and like how I make thumbnails has definitely changed because I used to make my thumbnails on my laptop, but now I make it all on my phone, which is so much more convenient, so much easier, and it's just so much more functional. I can do so many more cool things. If you want to make your thumbnails on your laptop, I would recommend watching that video, but if you want to make your thumbnails on your phone, I would recommend watching this video. I have like a thumbnail routine pretty down pat, so I thought it would be time to share it with you guys, so let's get started. Okay, so as I said, I make my thumbnails completely on my iPhone. I have a few apps that I want to share that I use. So first off, I use VSCO. VSCO is so basic, like VSCO girl. So I'm sure you guys know what VSCO is. It's just a great editing app for Instagram pictures, thumbnails. Also, I use Phonto, which is how I get my text, and I use PicsArt a lot for like different details and things like that, which you guys will see in this video. But before I get started, I should probably insert a few of my like old thumbnails. So here's some of my old thumbnails. If you go through my channel, in the past I used to have a lot of like black and white thumbnails, but nowadays I like to spice it up with some color. I'm rambling on too much, so let's just get started and I'll show you guys how to make my thumbnails. So I will head into VSCO. I'm probably gonna blur this out because I just have like weird selfies in here that you guys just like didn't need to see. And then I'll just scroll until I see like the thumbnail picture I want to use for this video. So right now I'm going to be making my thumbnail for my New York City day in my life vlog. I normally don't have like this many options of pictures because it's not like a photo shoot. It's more just like, what's in my backpack? And like I'll like smile for a thumbnail. But if for some reason I have an abundance of pictures, I will just sort through those and pick which ones I like the best. I'm going to find a picture that I want to use for this thumbnail. It might be multiple. So I like this picture with my friend Reagan, so I'm going to click on that. So if I don't do one picture, I like to have like 2 or 3 pictures. So it just kind of depends on how many pictures I like. Okay, I sort of like this picture, so I guess I could use this one too. So those are the 2 pictures that I decided that I like to use because these, I can't find them unedited, so I'm just not going to use that for this. And then I'm going to edit them. So normally I use like 3 different filters. So I either use A6 or C3, or I will be a little savage and I'll go into VSCO X and use one of their C filters. So either C6 or like C8 is normally what I go for, and then I'll just like screenshot it because I'm kind of a rebel and like don't want to pay for VSCO X. For this picture specifically, I think I like the C filter, but overall the picture's pretty dark, so I'm gonna go in and do a few edits before I pick like a filter. So the exposure I think could be a little bit brighter, so I'm gonna do that. Also make sure that your brightness is all the way up when you're doing this, or else everything will be like not the correct colors. So you just gotta kind of figure out what exposure you like. For every picture this varies. It's not like I do like an exact editing for every picture. For this picture I feel like I like that. And then also, if you guys can see, our faces are kind of blurry, so I'm going to sharpen that a little bit. And also, I think the crop, I don't really like how that like thing on my shoe is showing. Like, so I'm going to crop that out a little bit. And then for every picture, I feel like the whites are always too bright because like the contrast between my skin and like white is just like kind of weird. And I like to put the highlights all the way up all the time because it just makes the whites seem less like bright, I guess. So now this is like a good base photo. I like how it looked. Now it's time to go in and pick a filter. So as I said, either A6, C3. It's pretty much just A6 or C filter. So for this picture, I think I'm gonna go with like one of the edgy C filters, like C7, C6, C8. I think I might go for C3. I think I like how that looks. But I will say that my skin looks kind of like orange, so I'm gonna bring down the temperature a bit. And I love how that looks. I think it's nice icy. There's not too many orange tones. Her hair is still blonde enough where it's not like that, but it's not like that either, so I think it's just like a good vibe. Sometimes I'll play with vignette, but not really for this picture. Contrast, sometimes I'll play with, but I think with this picture it's pretty good because the C filters are really good about contrast. They make everything look so good, a nice range of values, if you will. That is it for that picture. I'm gonna save that to my camera roll and move on to the second picture. So this is the second picture. I think this picture is interesting because it's not very like eye appealing. Like if I saw this in a thumbnail, I wouldn't like click on it. Ew. I don't like this picture anymore. I'm gonna pick a new picture, and that's totally fine that I did that because, you know, I think I like one of the pictures of me like on the streets, just like a little city gal on the go. Haha, my selfies are below there. Maybe I should blur those out. I think I like this one, so I'm gonna import that one. In this picture, again, the exposure's a little bit off, so I'm gonna decrease that a little bit. The contrast I think could be a little bit stronger there. The highlights, not really doing too hot there. And then, oh my god, see like this picture, A6, not the move. Oh my god, why do I look stupid? Like, I don't know if this is just me, but like everything just is looking a little bit off here. And maybe this picture just doesn't deserve a filter, you know? Maybe I'll go with C1. I guess that looks fine. All right, we just spent 15.5 years editing this picture. It's finally done. I'm gonna save that to my camera roll. And now we can move on to the actual editing. So I'm gonna move on to PicsArt, which is where I do the majority of my editing, I guess you could say. Normally VSCO does not take me that long because I'm normally not that difficult, but today was just a special day. So I'm gonna click that little plus button. I'm gonna go down to collages, and then I'm gonna click on my 2 pictures, click this little layout, because this is the layout I always like. I'm gonna go straight to ratio and do the 16:9 because that's like the YouTube thumbnail size. If you forget, you can just go over here and click YouTube and it'll be the same thing. I hate the white lines, just like not really my vibe, so I'm gonna take those all the way away. Everything looks good so far here, but I'm gonna like resize some things and maybe something like that. I think I like it better like this, so I'm gonna do that. And now the layout is all good, and now it's time to add some fun details, and this is where it gets fun. I'll click sticker, and there's a whole bunch of things you can look up. Normally I'm like VSCO stars. Why is it blurry? I love having stars on my thumbnail, so I'll always do stars. I used to be like a silver star gal, but recently I've been into gold stars, so I'll just search up like VSCO stars and do that. And then I'll just kind of like refit them. So I'll go up here, click duplicate until it like fills the entire screen. And then the great part is that if a star is covering your face like over here, I can just go click that, click the eraser tool, and delete the stars that I do not want there. And like in this case, sometimes stars are like too close together where it looks stupid, so I'll just erase one of them. Oh my god, that's right over my face. Sometimes I'll add butterflies or some fun like glitter details or something like that. Also, if I'm feeling like really edgy, I will click next and I will go into the brushes and I'll scroll until I find the glitter brush, and I'll like do like a little like outline of my body or something, which just really helps the thumbnail pop. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. So today, just for you guys, I'm gonna go in and do a little glitter outline of us. This can take a long time. It's super tedious, especially if you're like me and you have big fingers and you also don't own a stylus. So I might be investing in a stylus pretty soon, just because, you know, this is a little bit difficult. Okay, I don't like that, so I just wasted all my time, so we're just gonna backspace all of that. If you want like a detail to pop, this works better. For this thumbnail, it just is not the vibe, so I'm gonna be done editing this before I mess it up even more, so I'm just gonna click next and then save it to my camera roll. And then we're gonna move on to my last app, which is Phonto. I recently discovered this app. I used it like back in the day when I had a fan page for someone, because it's so easy to do text, so I'm just gonna click on the screen and click photo albums. Click my little thumbnail picture, click done. Then it's time to add my text. So normally when I'm thinking of titling a video, I literally go into YouTube, search up the video that I'm making, New York City vlog, and then I'll see what people are putting in their thumbnails. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do like New York City vlog, haha. So you can see, oh my god, I really think I need to go back to first grade. I cannot spell. So that's what it looks like. I will play around with the size. So let's bump that up a bit, maybe a little bit bigger. I'll do some curve action. I always like to have a curve in there. I play around with different color combinations a lot. So like for example, I normally like to do like a drop shadow effect kind of. So for text, I'll do the lightest color possible. So like for this, it's like the lightest blue possible. And then I'll go into stroke and pick like a kind of like a darker shade. So I'll do that and then increase the width a little bit. And then I'll go to style, alpha, all the way up. And it has like a nice little drop shadow, which I enjoy. So I'll play around with the width, the coloring. I feel like I don't really like blue for this one because that's like a lot of blue going on there. So I'll just play around with different color combos, see what I'm feeling. I always do pink, which I'm kind of getting over because I use it way too much. Maybe I'll do orange. Okay, no, that ain't the vibe. My foot's falling asleep. Ow. Okay, so I like how this looks right now, so I'm just gonna go and save this just in case I don't find anything else I like. Every time you save it, you get an ad, really annoying. But I think I can find something I like a little bit better. Sometimes I'll just end up doing white in a color, but that's like boring, so I'm just not really feeling that right now. Or I'll do like a color and then like a white outline. That's kind of cute. Nothing's really catching my eye. I don't really like any of these options I'm doing, but I think I still like the green better, so I'm gonna save this to my camera roll. And then I'm gonna go into YouTube Studio, and that is where I upload my thumbnail. That is all for how I edit my thumbnails. Thumbnails normally do not take me that long, but I'm trying to be a perfectionist because, haha, filming right now. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me down below. I'd love to answer them for you guys. Also, if you want to do me a huge favor and comment down a video idea, I would really, really, really appreciate that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time I upload. Peace out.